Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a flight review. It is going to be Lufthansa's first class from Munich over to Boston. Now I'm currently in Munich enjoying the Oktoberfest. Have had an absolute blast here. I was staying at the Andaz in Munich, which isn't the best when it comes to location for the Oktoberfest, but when it comes to the actual property, I just love it. I've stayed there before. I have a suite upgrade that I use there. My room is just fantastic. The staff is incredible. The property is one of my favorite that I've ever stayed at, and anyone who's visiting Munich, if you're going to Oktoberfest and you want to be closer, then I can understand why you wouldn't want to be at that property. But if you're someone who just wants to explore Munich, then it is an excellent property to stay at. But I'm not recording out of the Andaz Hotel. I'm recording out of the Hilton because what originally I had planned was I was going to be taking the train from Munich over to Frankfurt and then flying out of Frankfurt. But one thing that I knew about Lufthansa when it comes to their first class is that they tend to release award availability very close to the departure. So the first day I landed in Munich, I saw that there was first class award availability out of Munich on the exact same day that I was already planning to leave. So instead of me needing to take a train over to Frankfurt and stay overnight in Frankfurt for one night, I can just fly out of Munich. The only problem was that all the hotels, since it is Oktoberfest, is crazy expensive right now. So I wasn't able to get myself another booking at the Hyatt Hotel unless I wanted to spend $1,000 a night to stay there. And then I did see this Hilton property, which honestly I have not been a big fan of. There's a toilet that keeps on making sounds. Just from my check-in experience, it just didn't even go smoothly as compared to like how it was at the Andaz. This is definitely a step down in property, but when it comes to either staying here for 70,000 Hilton Honors points or spending like somewhere close to over 600 euros due to the fact that it is Oktoberfest week, I decided I'm just gonna shell out the 70,000 Hilton Honors points. But yeah, it was fine to be able to stay here for just one night. I got to go explore the city yesterday for one more day, and now I'm gonna be heading over to the airport to go enjoy the first class lounge before taking off on my first class flight back over to America.
Dieser Zug bringt Sie zum Gate.
Something that was great when I first arrived was there's like a first class check-in line. So not just to like check in, but to like go through security. So there was like a huge security line, and I was like, oh my goodness. When I saw there was Lufthansa first class, and there was a lot of people walking over there getting declined because they thought that I guess maybe they didn't have the right first class. But I walked over, skipped everybody, was able to get through really quickly. So I'm just like, thank goodness, because I didn't want to have to wait in line for like another. It looked like it was going to be at least an hour. So that's something that's great about. I've noticed a lot like in places in Europe where sometimes you may have it for business class or first class. It's just like the premium seat people. They get to go to their own security line. It's just a lot less people and really quick. So it's a nice perk of traveling in luxury. Okay, so I'm here at the shower room at the Lufthansa First Class Lounge here in Munich. I like the way it's set up, very clean, sleek. Definitely much better setup than the bathroom I had at my Hilton hotel. But yeah, I didn't shower this morning. I need to get that done. I don't want to be funky for the next 8 hours of my flight, so I'm gonna quickly do that, change out of these clothes, and then go to the restaurant and enjoy the rest of my time in here. So I actually walked past this when I first entered into the lounge, but there is a outdoor patio where you can look out at the tarmac, watch all the planes and all the busyness going on down there. I mean, there's tons of seats. I know there's another outdoor patio I've been to, like that's out in LAX. That one's cool too. But yeah, this is just another nice feature where, like, literally, I'm the only one out here right now. I'll show you some shots of it where there's just like more space and spots you can actually be able to sit at. But yeah, I'm probably gonna relax out here for like the next at least hour, just be able to take in some fresh air before it's time for me to actually get on my delayed plane to head back over to Boston. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour since we've taken off on this A380 from Munich over to Boston. Just give my initial thoughts. So far the crew has been awesome. Very, very good crew. When it comes to this seat, I would say that it feels comfortable, although right now I have the side partition up, which you can't have during takeoff. But when it's down, everything is like really open in here. So that's kind of I would say a knock, because I mean, I've been in business class that feels way more like private. So, but yeah, when you're here, I can see the guy right next to me and everything. But so I guess it is older, and I've been in other ones that kind of have it that way, whether it be like ANA's older product. But even with that, I didn't feel like I could even see people because the way that things were set up. And I'm trying to remember, like Japan Airlines, although it was open, I think it was just the way that the seats were angled. So, but yeah, once it's up, I feel a lot more like if you're just comfortable recording right now. I mean, I felt more private in my KLM business class than I did in this one. But the seat on this one is more comfortable. I have so much space. I have 3 windows here. The TV, it's not a small TV. It's not large at all, but it's kind of far away, so it's kind of hard to see, to be honest. So that's kind of, I mean, I feel like they should just replace it with a larger TV if they're going to have it that far away, because it's at that distance you feel like you need a larger TV. But got some good champagne to start off with. I love how they have this like rose over in the corner. It looks like a real rose. So that's just a nice little touch. It definitely has like a little bit of an elegance to it, but it is, you can tell it's dated. Even the flight attendant was like, yeah, the Allegris is where it's going to be at, so be prepared for that. So when they get that first class, they already have the business class out, but when they get that first class out, that's going to be one that's pretty great to be on. But it took us, I would say, close to about an hour after we got on the plane before we even took off. I guess just because it's such a large plane. I mean, this plane, I believe, holds over 500 people. So just the entire boarding process, that can take a while. And since I was like the, I don't know, fifth or sixth person on the plane, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to wait a minute for everyone else to get in, put away their stuff, and do all of that before we even begin to take off. And then they had to reset the TVs and everything because I guess none of the stuff was working, but now it's up and ready to go. So, yeah. But it's pretty incredible when you think about what an A380 is able to do. Just carry so many people. I mean, double-decker plane. This is like a mall in the sky. Awesome thing about being on an A380 is since the plane is so large, the bathroom size is really big. I mean, obviously this isn't like Emirates and some of those other ones, but just compared to something you get on a 777, I mean, there is so much space. You could sit down over there if you wanted to. It feels like a regular bathroom as compared to every other bathroom I've been on. Always just feels like I'm in a porta potty or something like that. Even if it's in first class, sometimes it just feels like a nicer porta potty. But no, this feels like a legit bathroom. This is very well put together. Yeah, shoot, I even get my own little urinal over here, so instead of having to, it's just kind of nice. It's like how much they're trying to make it feel like a regular bathroom. So yeah, this is much better than a regular bathroom on any other plane. Ready, pajamas. Feel really good, very comfortable. Look sleek. I like them. Alrighty, so I got myself a 3-hour nap. They are serving our next meal. I was able to get the light going above me. The one behind me is broken. I do think there are a few things that are like not working in this cabin because the guy a few rows over had an issue getting this thing into bed mode. But the light above me, I just needed to use the remote. Right, just before I was trying to figure out how to just push the button, but just everything's on the remotes now. But yeah, so far really comfortable when it comes to the bed mode. I mean, very, very spacious. It's really, really, really long. So regardless of how tall you are, I mean, you have to be like Shaquille O'Neal for it to be an issue. But yeah, I was very comfortable with my sleep. The flight attendant even asked like, hey, would you like to be woken up before the final meal? And I said yes. And if he didn't wake me up, I would have just slept right through it. So I'm happy he did, so I can be able to get this final meal and enjoy the rest of the time on this A380 first class flight to give you guys a full review of it. Alrighty, so we are 20 minutes until we land in Boston, so quick flight. But thoughts when it comes to the cabin crew, like the gentleman who is my flight attendant has been perfect. He's just so on point with everything he's done. I've really been happy with him. When it comes to the seat, it's very comfortable. When it comes to the food, it was mainly good. The final burgers, I really wasn't that into but the main dish was great. The downsides I would say about this would end up being the amount of private space you have. It's very limited right now. The sides are down. I don't know why they're not always up, but they're down, so everyone can just look at me as I'm recording. But as a whole, this is something that I've enjoyed and something that I want to do again. I would recommend anyone who can book this. The way you can be able to book it is with Air Canada miles as of recording this video. I did it with 90,000 Air Canada miles. I had Air Canada miles that I got from the card, but I also transferred over from my Chase account, and I did it during a 20% bonus. You add in with the Air Canada card, you get additional 10%, so it ended up being quite cheap. The tax and fees are like right near about $250, so I think it ends up being a great deal. Also, I love the large bathroom. It's just really cool to fly on an A380. It has so much space. It's cool to be able to, see the stairs. Even though I didn't walk up and down the stairs, you just get to be able to see the stairs over there in the front. I definitely want to fly on more A380s because they're just a really good experience. But I love how they have the locker set up over here. That's really cool. Instead of having like the overhead bins, you have like a lot of space up there, and instead you can just get the lockers. So you can go back to your locker, grab things in there, put your bag, your suitcase, come out, so it gives you more space. So is it a dated product? For sure. Yeah, the Allegris is going to be better, and even the flight attendant was talking about that, but it's still a product worth trying. But hopefully you enjoy this video. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts of Lufthansa first class? Have you tried it before? If you have, what were your thoughts of it? If you haven't have any questions, drop it down in the comment section down below. I'll do the best I can to answer it. If you haven't really liked this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and have a beautiful rest of your day.